Ferrari Supercar in VR. Hello there everybody and welcome to Oprafed Gaming. You're listening to the Oprafed. Today we're driving a 2014 Ferrari FXXK, a high-performance track-focused car. We're driving it in a hypercar parade at the Autodromo Nazionale Monza track. We're doing 5 laps. We started 16th of 16 and we started with a rolling start. Now these laps are going to take a little bit of time to do, and there's 5 of them, so we got lots of time. But we have 15 cars we got to pass, so we don't have time to sit around, especially at the speed that these guys go. Now this Ferrari is an absolute dream to drive. It's just fantastic. It hugs the road, takes the corners really nice, has lots of power, and it's just gorgeous inside. I mean, the dash, everything, the track, the graphics are fantastic in this particular race. So really enjoyable race to run as we're ripping by a couple more there. Now, you don't always have the opportunity to rip by them like that, because those are the slower ones in this particular race, and we got to catch up to the fast one yet, and they're spread out all over the track, so it's going to take a while to catch up to all of them, but that's okay because that's all part of the fun. That's the enjoyable part of it. Now in VR, this particular Ferrari is one of my favorites out of all of them. It's a little bit nicer to drive, and like I said, it really handles just beautifully. As we're coming around the corner and we're finishing up the very first lap. So like I said, it takes a little bit of time to do 5 laps, but that's okay. I love the way the sunshine shines through the windshield and hits the dash and your arms, and it looks just awesome. It almost feels like you can feel the heat on your arms when you're sitting driving it in VR at home. I think it might just be a little bit of a trick of the brain. But the best thing we can do in this type of a race is the good old strategy of catching up to the guy right in front of you. Wait till you see an opportunity, and then when you see that opportunity, like right there, they give you a hole, you drive your car through it. And then it's time to catch up to the next guy. And that's about the best strategy that you can use. There's not much else you can do at this speed because these guys go so fast. They take a while. Oh, we're a little bit wide on that corner there. Gotta reel that in a little bit. If you go too fast through the corners, this guy will spin out. So you have to keep that in mind. The thing is that when you're doing a race like this and there's 15 other cars on the track and they're spread out through the track, you can't win the race in the first lap, which is one of my biggest problems. I try to pass them all in the first lap. It's just not going to happen. You can't do that. So your new strategy should always be to try and spread the race across the amount of laps that you're doing. So if you're doing 5 laps and you got 15 cars to pass, you know you gotta pass 3 cars per lap on average to be able to get to the front by the end of the race. Now, that's not always possible depending on how far away they are from you, and you might only pass 1 in 1 lap and then 3 or 4 in another lap. But always try to maintain that 3 car passing per lap. That way you can spread your strategy out and you're passing through the 5 laps. The other thing I like to do is when I get near the end of the race, I like to let one person be my pace car. Because when I get out in front and other cars are chasing me, sometimes I forget to keep an eye on the rearview mirror, and I forget to push it a little bit harder so that the other cars can't catch you. And when you're not paying attention, they'll zoom by you. So I don't like to be the lead car right, halfway through the race. I'd like to save the lead car part until about the last lap or so. So with that thought in mind, You chase these guys, like I said, when you catch up to one, you just wait for your opportunity. And we caught up to this guy once already. We still haven't gotten by him. Like I said, you don't always get to pass the amount of cars you should per lap. So we've only got to probably, well, I shouldn't say, I'm not sure how many cars we got left in front of us. Wait till we get near the end of the race and it'll be easier to tell. As we're ripping down the straight stretch here, this is what the straight stretches is where you should be catching up to the pack, really, and then the corners is where you should take a look for when you can squeeze on the inside and get by them. Other than that, all you can do is keep ripping, get up close behind them, and wait until you get your opportunity. But boy, I tell you, I sure enjoyed this. This particular car is one of my favorites to drive, and this track is as well. It's near the top 5, in the top 5. Now we got 4 cars right there in front of us as we're finishing the 3rd lap. We got rid of him, so now we got 3 guys left in front of us, but I'm not sure if this is the leading pack or not. I think it might be, and I think these 2 guys in front of me right here, right now, are the leading cars. So there are 1, 2, and that puts me into 3rd place. Now I don't see anybody in front of him, and when we get around the corner here to the straight sections, we'll be able to see a little further into the distance to see if there's anybody else. Now if there's nobody else, I don't think there is, we can just stay with these guys. Like I said, it's our 3rd lap. Stay with them and don't worry too much about passing until the final lap, if that's the case. If you have a clear opportunity, then do it. But if not, I wouldn't push it or get into any situation where you might run into something or run into another car or whatever, right? I would just stay behind him, and when you get an opportunity like this here, well, no, he's shooting away from you, so you're not going to get that opportunity now. As we're coming along here, I do believe that this is I was wrong, this wasn't our 3rd lap, this is our 4th lap. This is the 4th lap of the race already, and this is the lead car. If we get by him, we'll be in front. We'll have 1 more lap to go, and it'll be tough to try and hold the lead, but if we can do that, there we go. Get by him now. And we've got 1 lap left to go when we get around the corner here, and we pass the grandstand. As we're coming around the corner here, love that. Love the graphics of the sun shining in. That is just awesome. I just love that. Looks so great. The interior of the car looks awesome too. It's just fantastic. So here we are with 1 lap left to go, and now we are leading the charge. So we're gonna have to push it a little bit because we don't know how close those guys are behind us, because there's too many corners on this particular track and you can't always see far enough behind you to see where the next car is. But even though you can't see them, you don't want to drive off the track or do anything that's going to hamper your position on the track, because if you run into something, it wouldn't take long for any of those cars to go by because of the speed that we're going at. That's the whole issue. If they were traveling a lot slower, then it wouldn't be a problem. But we're going fast, so we want to keep the race clean. We want to use the full width of the track and just push it just a little bit, and we want to bring this home. Because, like I said, this is the last lap, and we're almost done. We've got less than half a lap left to go. Awesome race, awesome track, awesome car. I hope you enjoyed this race as much as I did driving it, because it was a lot of fun. These are the kind of races that I really like. So anyhow, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and to see you back here again real soon at OpenFed Gaming. And you enjoy the race, the rest of the race. You've been racing with the OpenFed.